Through careful consideration, I have concluded that an individual who has inspired me to become an engineer would have to be Steve Jobs. Although I have chosen civil engineering as my career path and it differs significantly from the work that Steve Jobs accomplished, there are many aspects to his life that have made me admire him and have inspired me to pursue engineering. Steve Jobs never settled with the way that things were and constantly pursued ways in which he could make a change. Through his quote, "Do you want to spend the rest of your life selling sugared water, or do you want a chance to change the world?" Jobs questions John Scully of Pepsi Cola whether he wants to live his life selling pop or use his time to make a difference in the world by working at Apple. When reflecting upon this quote, I realized that by pursuing a career such as engineering, I'm not restricted to act in accordance to everyone else, but I'm rather encouraged to think outside the box by creating innovative methods that change our set ways of thinking, like Steve Jobs. Through Jobs' life, he proved that conventional means don't need to be followed, even when considering your education. Despite being a college dropout, Jobs made significant advancements to the world as the co-founder and CEO of Apple Incorporated. Jobs and Steve Wozniak were credited with revolutionizing the computer industry. For two people who invented their first computer in a garage, they made a significant advancement in the computer industry. They introduced the first commercially successful PC to use a mouse and graphical user interface. Once again, Jobs innovated the way in which people used available technology through the iPhone, iPod, and eventually iPad. Jobs innovated the touchscreen in a way that made the product more accessible to others. The cliche, "You cannot reinvent the wheel," did not apply to Steve Jobs. He was able to innovate existing technologies and sell them to a mass market. He constantly improved on current designs and paved the way for a new era of technology. This in particular is the main reason why Steve Jobs inspires me as a future engineer.